If you're on food stamps, there's big news you need to know about. SNAP benefits are increasing this month, October, and that means more money on your EBT card. A single person on food stamps can now receive a maximum of $298, almost $300, and a family of 4 can get up to $994. These increases are meant to help families and individuals keep up with rising food costs, and they will remain in place all the way through September 30th, 2026. The USDA makes these adjustments each year to account for inflation. So what you're seeing isn't a bonus or a one-time raise. It's a permanent adjustment that will affect every benefit payment moving forward. Now, while the extra help is welcome, there are a few other changes happening with SNAP that you absolutely need to understand. The second major change has to do with income limits. This is important because if you go over the limit, you could lose your benefits when it's time to recertify. For most households, the gross income limit is set at 130% of the federal poverty level. For a single person, that's about $1,696 a month. For a family of 2, $2,292. And for a family of 4, the limit is $3,483. That's the gross number. But SNAP also looks at your net income after deductions. That means you may qualify for more if you have allowable deductions such as medical expenses or certain utility costs. Seniors have slightly different rules, and this is good news. If you're over 60 or living with a disability, the income threshold is higher, 165% of the federal poverty level. That means an individual can earn up to $2,152 and still qualify. The idea is to help older adults who often rely on Social Security but still struggle to afford food. Even if the benefit amount seems small, like $50 or $75 a month, having SNAP opens the door to other savings. Seniors on food stamps can access discounted programs like Amazon Prime, Walmart Plus, cell phone discounts, and even reduced admission at museums and cultural centers. Many farmers markets also participate in the Double Up Bucks program, where you can get extra produce for free when you spend your SNAP dollars. Another big change this year involves the asset limits. For most households, the asset limit is $3,000, but if your household has someone over 60 or someone with a disability, the limit is $4,500. This is the maximum amount of resources you can have in savings or other countable assets while still qualifying. Critics argue that these limits are outdated and too low, especially since healthcare and living expenses are so high for seniors, but as of now they remain in place. It's important to be aware of these numbers so that you don't accidentally disqualify yourself. Deductions also play a key role in how much you receive. SNAP allows certain deductions from your gross income to determine your net income, and this can make the difference between qualifying or being denied. There's a standard deduction based on household size, medical expense deductions for seniors, and shelter and utility deductions. If you're applying or recertifying, make sure you tell your caseworker about every eligible expense. Many people end up with a much smaller benefit simply because they didn't list everything they could deduct. If you've already applied and believe you weren't given the maximum you qualify for, you have the right to ask for a review and have your case looked at again. Another important rule to keep in mind is reporting income changes. If your household income changes by more than $125 in either direction, up or down, you are required to report it to your state agency. Not doing so could result in losing your benefits or even facing penalties. With the government closely reviewing benefit programs right now, this rule is being taken seriously, so don't take chances. If your pay changes or your household income shifts, make that call to protect your benefits. There's also growing debate about what SNAP can and cannot be used for. Traditionally, benefits have covered groceries like fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, bread, cereals, dairy, snacks, and non-alcoholic beverages. But now, some states are moving to restrict purchases of soda, candy, and other sugary items. 12 states have already passed new rules banning certain foods and drinks from being purchased with SNAP, and more states are expected to follow. While the USDA oversees the program, states have some flexibility to request waivers and change what's allowed. This could affect what you're able to buy with your benefits depending on where you live. The standard restrictions such as no alcohol, tobacco, vitamins, supplements, hot prepared foods, or non-food items are still in place nationwide. For seniors especially, it's worth remembering that SNAP is more than just money for groceries. Having that EBT card opens doors to discounts, savings programs, and even meal access in certain states that participate in restaurant programs. While not every state allows it, some do let seniors, people with disabilities, and homeless individuals use their benefits to purchase hot-prepared meals. So to sum it up, October brings several major updates. Benefits are increasing across the board. Income limits have been adjusted, seniors have higher thresholds that could help them qualify, asset limits are set in place, and states are beginning to restrict what can be purchased. These changes are going to affect millions of people, and understanding them now will help you plan ahead, keep your benefits, and take advantage of every dollar you're entitled to. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any updates on SNAP, Social Security, Medicare, and other programs that affect you and your family. And drop a comment with your city and state. I'd love to know where you're watching from.